Every metro area has at least one, an intersection near the highway that's an absolute nightmare to navigate. To solve this headache, traffic planners are starting to reconfigure select interchanges into a diverging diamond. Tricky to say the least, it involves two directions of traffic crossing each other. Oh, and did I mention it requires vehicles to briefly drive on the opposite side of the road that we're used to. Sarasota recently got one and we checked it out. You'll want to pay attention because the DOT has 38 more planned, including a diverging diamond in Fort Myers on Colonial Boulevard. Videographer Andrea Melendez of the News Press braved the largest one in the nation, which opened last May. We're back in the studio. Andrea Melendez from the News Press shot that video for us. Andrea, I have to admit, I'm not a timid driver, but looking at that video, it seems pretty intimidating, was it?
I have to admit, the first time driving through that gigantic intersection, it kind of is. I myself am not a timid driver. I like to think that I'm pretty confident. But when you first time switching over to the left-hand side, it is pretty intimidating. And I do have to say that I felt like traffic was flowing very smoothly, and there were a lot of cars in the intersection and moving very quickly. There weren't, a whole lot of backing up or anything that way. So I feel like the interchange was doing what it was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, in case people don't know, that's really the reason that they're putting in these diverging diamonds in, is because they're supposed to make the interchanges more efficient and faster. So did you see that? Was there any congestion, or did it move at a nice clip?
It moved perfectly, and I have to say, I live in the Forum, right near where they're going to be putting in one at Colonial and 75, and I almost can't wait if it's going to do what it says that it's going to do there as well, alleviate some of the traffic congestion, because during heavy season and the 8 o'clock traffic and the 5 o'clock traffic, sometimes I can wait 20 minutes just to get through 3 lights there. So I have to say, once you shift over to the left-hand side, you basically have to wait 1 light cycle and you are on through the intersection.
Well, very interesting, and I think people will find it very relevant to know about it in advance. And I have one more question for you though. Before you shot the video, did you test it and drive it a few times, or was that your first time out?
Well, I actually had help from my boyfriend, and the first time we got on it, I was driving and he was like, "You're going to get over right, you're going to get over right." And I actually got stuck in it in the middle lane and I couldn't get over. And I think that's what we'll find a lot of people will, the first time they drive in it, if you do get in that middle lane, it is harder to get over to the right or the left if you don't know where you need to go. So I suggest going, don't panic, just get on through the interchange, go down, do a Florida, turn around and come on back to wherever you need to go.
Well, very good advice, and fingers crossed that anything that helps alleviate traffic is a good thing. So thank you so much for joining us and telling us more about the Diverging Diamonds.